Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today I would like to try my hand at making this 1940s shirt. It is a shirt that's made out of a rectangle of fabric. No buttons, no zippers, so it should be quick and easy to do. However, I do want to make a couple of modifications. So here is the shirt that I'm speaking of. It is a rectangle of fabric. There's ties on each end. The small ties get tied around the back of you. The top ties get wrapped around into the front. Now this was probably made in a cotton or even a rayon, which meant there wasn't a lot of movement, which means we do have these pulls right here in the shirt. So if she lifts up her arms, I would suspect that this shirt would lift up with her because there is no stretch. It's really pulling here, and it's quite tight around the waist. But with some simple modifications and a change of fabric, we will be able to duplicate this and have it more comfortable. So in 1940, they did not have a stretch knit fabric. Stretch knit fabric came out about 1958. And I think a stretch knit would make a big difference on how we are going to wear this and how comfortable it is. The technique is all going to be the same. We are going to just change the fabric, and I'm going to do a few modifications that I think will make it easier and more comfortable. So I am going to use a stretch knit fabric with a good amount of stretch in it. That stretch means when we do lift up our arm, our shirt should stay where it belongs. It is also going to not have so much stress in some of these areas. Instead of having long ties wrapping around the back, I do want to put an elastic in. And that way there's not so much bulk in the back. And I'm going to put this elastic that is designed for buttonholes. For the front, I'm going to leave those nice big ties. So this would have been the basic layout. The difference is there would have been a V-neck here. I am just going to use a pattern from a t-shirt to give me this neckline. And that circle is a little bit shorter along the back and longer in the front. This is the front with the small ties. That's where I want to put my elastic. Now I have come up with measurements of 25 inches and 45 inches. So let me show you how I've come up with those measurements, and then you can make the adjustments to fit you. So the width that I've chosen is 25 inches. So if I take that tape measure and I put it in the middle, you're going to be able to see I'm going to have a little bit of a cap sleeve, and that's kind of what I want. I cannot have too much of a cap sleeve because then the shirt is not going to wrap. That 25 inches is also going to fit around me so that I have full coverage, and it is going to wrap here. So I also have enough fabric to go around to the front and around to the back. So we have the 25, but it also will be 25 coming this way. So that is why I have personally chosen 25 inches. Your measurement might be a little bit different. Now I also chose 45 inches for that length. So that 45 inches is going to go all the way around. So if I have that 45 inches and that shirt is going to wrap, also when I look at that 45 inches, when the front piece is going to be wrapped over, it's going to give me a lot of coverage right here. So the measurements are going to be a little bit different for what you are going to find that is comfortable. Now I am 5'1" and I take medium, so that might actually work out for you. So let's get this started and we'll see how it's going to look, and you'll be able to make the adjustments as you go along. So the first thing I need to do is cut a piece of fabric, 45 inches by 25 inches. So I'm going to cut my rectangle, and then I'm going to work on my neckline. This is the style of neckline that I want to use. It's a basic t-shirt neckline. So the front is a little bit lower than that back. So if you have a t-shirt pattern that you love the neckline, this is the time to use it. So we have that smaller portion to the back and the larger portion out to the front. So this is what half of that neckline is going to look like. I have that lower part and the back. This is where my shoulder is going to go. So that is going to be right in the center of the fabric. So this is the fabric folded in half. That is the 25 inches and the 45 in half. So that would be my neckline. It's going to match my shoulders. I have that nice low neck and higher in the back. So there's my shoulder, the center, and that neckline. To put that neckband on, I am going to cut a piece of this fabric 2 inches by 22 inches. So to do the neckband, I took the long pieces, I sewed it together, I folded in half. I have the halfway mark for the front and the back, and the halfway mark for the sides, not the shoulder seam, the halfway mark. Now I'm going to be able to just go to the machine and stretch this and stitch all of those layers together. So we have the neckline done, and that is probably the biggest job we're going to have to do for this shirt. So now we need to decide where and how we're going to do those back ties. And every shirt is going to be a little bit different, and that's what's really fun about this pattern. If it's a little bit longer and you put the ties right here at the end, when you pull them around to the back, the shirt is going to sit at your waist. And that's fine, but we need to consider, are we going to have too many gaps here? If it's too gappy here, then we need to put the band a little bit lower. So you can see where that difference is, where now I have less gap right here. So I'm just going to take my elastic and pin it on until I decide on the front. And I'm pinning it at about 4 inches up. You can see where having elastic like this is going to be a lot more comfortable, and there's not going to be as much bulk along the back. Chances are, if you have that band 4 inches up, you're going to probably want it 4 inches up on the back. This is giving me an area for the arm. It is giving me room to move, and it is still going to look nice. So for this particular shirt, I'm going up 4 inches. We need to remember that the back ties are going to go on the front of the shirt, and the front ties get wrapped around to the front, need to go on the back. So this elastic is really easy to work with. We will need a button. I prefer the flat ones, and it will need to be able to go through one of those holes. I'm going to cut my ties at 5 inches. Flip once, flip twice, top stitch. We're going to do that to the 2 long sides. After we've stitched down both sides, match up the right sides. We're going to go from here to here. Just stitch this little area. Once that's stitched, we're going to be able to flip that, and that is going to give us a nice little point. And then just stitch that edge down so it's going to stay in that nice shape. The straps and the elastic will be sewn on the same way. You can turn this just one time and slip this in underneath and then flip it up. So I'm going to pin those in place, leaving a little opening here, so that'll come up and over. So the shirt is done. So we have a rectangle that goes over our head. This front piece is going to get wrapped around to the back, and I did use that elastic with a button. So you can see how nice and flat that is versus the little tie that they had. And then the back comes to the front. And we're done. The nice thing about making this a little bit longer, if you do want it short, you can always just tuck it up. You're going to tuck that up under the elastic. It's going to hold it for you, and now it becomes a short shirt. So the stretch knit fabric really can make a big difference. We do not have any pulls at the shoulder. It is not pulling here. It is giving us room to move. As we move our arms up and down, this is not going to shift up. Here it is. It's buttoned on the back, and it ties in the front. And I can move my arms, and it looks good, and it doesn't shift. I'll put some links in the description of the picture that I did find on the internet and the measurements that I used. I'll also share my neck pattern with you if you would like to try it out. But I would encourage you to test that neck first on some scrap fabric so that you know it's going to fit you right. So this is now vintage, gone a little bit modern. Thank you for joining me today on So Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I have a newsletter. It's all free under So Very Easy. And be sure to make every day a so-tacular day. Bye for now.